Welcome back, everybody, for the final part of The Wolf Among Us. We are getting into Chapter 5, and it's going to be all one video, so it might be a little longer than usual, but I'm excited to see the conclusion of this and see how all the pieces are going to come together. If you could do me a huge favor real fast and smack that like button, let's finish this.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
See this recap.
Not if I can avoid it.
Started with Faith.
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays?
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
She really wanted to.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh. I mean, if we can't get that...
God, Bigby!
If we can't get that gun away from her, we don't stand a chance.
As many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Oh, here we go. It's going right into it. Doesn't have like a little section you play before you get to this little scene. It just went straight to it. Oh man, how is this gonna wrap up? Bloody Mary. Maybe she's kind of gotten out of control and she thinks that she's the real boss. That's what I'm kind of wondering. I gotta try to bring the Crooked Man back alive. For a sheriff, I don't hold the law up very well. I keep letting people off the hook. Cry wolf.
You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
It's true.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, very...
Friends.
It's elegant.
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Carpaccio. It's lobster.
I'm here to talk.
Sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff.
Well, that guy didn't
For
die.
the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's
You killed those women,
nerves,
you
I
tried to
think.
kill me, you're destroying this town. You tried to kill me.
Forget what happened at the Pudding and Pie. You and your goons tried to kill me.
I'm truly sorry for that.
I don't
whole
feel like he is
debacle.
destroying the
It
town.
was not my intention to put you or Miss White in any sort of danger. My wish was merely to take Crane, Sheriff. And as soon as the assignment grew out of control, I put a stop to it. I know that doesn't change what happened
Snow
to
stopped
you,
it, not you.
and I can
Crane
only
wasn't
offer
yours
my
to take.
Sincerest apologies.
Crane wasn't yours to take.
I apologize if I overstep my bounds. Won't happen again. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
Who did it?
And to assure you that
I know
it's
who
over
did it.
with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
Let's ask.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
I'm pretty
you
sure.
really shouldn't worry yourself.
I know
As
who
I
it is.
said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it.
I'm
So
the
why
law
don't
here.
you take the hint and get out?
I'm the law.
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
What?
However, like I said,
Did he take the ribbon
I'll be
off?
handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
Why'd you
should
do
have
it?
just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look,
Yeah.
the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
and then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him!
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the
No
fucking
deal.
carriage?
No deals. It's over, so get up.
I'd advise against that approach, Bigby.
He's too
You can't
calm.
just hand me over! What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize,
gonna
Sheriff,
fall apart.
but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him! Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit, but he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on
grab
a lot of
Geordie.
you before
I'm
I
not-
let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with
I'm
you?
not leaving.
I told you.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well.
Oh, I better be ready in case I
To
need
speak
to.
the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Oh, there she is.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look
Oh,
at
man.
you all fixed up.
Kinda. Oh! Oh my goodness! How is this gonna play out? I don't see this going
Take
well.
this!
You're done,
Oh.
Wolf!
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Let's grab him. Oh!
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Oh! Oh man! You stabbed the wrong person. Ooh!
Oh god. This way.
Oh. Yeah. Knock him out. Do I get the joystick to go? Okay.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know.
You better watch out. Grab that car. Oh yeah. What are these? Is that how much time I got to get to him? Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Okay, there they go. This is kind of amazing. Yeah.
Fuck! What was that?
Oh no. Decisions. Let's go right here. Grab the wheel.
No!
Get the wheel.
Take him off!
I can't!
Oh, baby! Oh no! Oh no, we're running out of... I don't know what the red means. Can we smash it?
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Oh my gosh. He went to the Puddin' and Pie?
Fuck it!
They did all that running and then they went home? Maybe he's got something there that can patch him up. Let's check out the car. Oh, well, that didn't do any good. Thought we'd actually like look in there and see something. Whew. That was wild.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Just go in. No need hiding. That's a lot of blood.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that.
You come with me.
Or maybe you just like me
part.
too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I have to say goodbyes first.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done
Stay
enough?
out of this. Why are you
Look at
protecting him?
He's dying.
Vivian.
Let's
I don't
ask.
know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, He's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I didn't mean...
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me
Why
for
did
that.
you do it?
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Yeah, you're still responsible.
The one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith.
No.
It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? Georgie's the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
No, it's not all his fault. But he's definitely
But
part
what
of
was
the
I
blame.
supposed to do? You don't know what it's like,
Stop
Big.
whining. You
How
could have let
could
him
you
go.
know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go.
Yep.
You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm
This
a little
is the
confused.
original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other.
Those were yours.
I trusted you.
You can't
helping
fucking
him.
blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
I'm not gonna say anything.
You sold me out.
Welcome to the club then.
You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the Crooked Man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Well, there's nobody
Break
else
the
now.
spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie.
Yeah.
I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not
Who
even
else
here.
even has a ribbon?
Please. You think this is hard for you?
Oh, I guess.
My life is such a
the mermaid.
fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life.
No,
Like
if
it was
you're
either
involved,
of yours
of course
to
you
give
do.
up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
Of course you
You're
do.
right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa
and I hate myself.
Vivian!
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
My goodness.
Vivian! Don't! Vivian! No! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian?
Oh, wow.
Vivian!
I ain't say nothing.
Vivian! I didn't fucking mean it! I was just... Oh!
Oh. Wow.
Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Man, he got cut bad.
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me.
He'll get it worse than you. Don't worry about him.
For both
Why
of
do you
us.
care?
You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Just gonna remember that for like...
Old foundry by the river. Alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there.
Oh.
Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now?
What?
Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one?
That's not who
That's
I
what
am.
wanna
You
do,
deserve
right?
worse.
Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Kill him, leave him to die.
I know what I did.
No, I'm not
Let's
gonna kill
not
him.
draw this out.
He may not die. Chose to let him suffer?
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
I'll send someone for your body. I won't be a killer. No comment.
Fuck you!
I mean, he did murder two
shit.
people. Wow. That turned out to be a much bigger mess. Oh. Ooh. Wow. So before we do that, so Georgie's the one that killed both of them, but he killed both of them trying to save Vivian, who he loved. Now the Crooked Man is the one that told him to take care of it, and the Crooked Man had actually taken over their business. So Georgie was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place between he's got to make sure the Crooked Man is fine, but at the same time he didn't want to kill his love, but that means he killed two women. Now, if I understand what he said there at the beginning, they were kind of running a scam on the club. So, I mean, they weren't necessarily innocent either, but it's just one huge mess. That's what that boils down to. That was one giant big mess. And I think we're learning that the Crooked Man is definitely corrupting parts of the town. At first I was like, maybe he's not ruining the town because, you know, he's providing a service because the right way isn't working. With Ichabod and Snow White not doing their job, people are turning out of desperation to other people. The problem is it wasn't working because Crooked Man had also kind of gotten a hold of them. I think Crooked Man and Bloody Mary are the ones that probably set up Ichabod, because Ichabod went to them as well. Oh man, what a convoluted mess Fabletown has gotten themselves into. The Jersey Devil, Garden State Goon. Now this guy I didn't recognize at all, but he was pretty wicked looking. Not all the fables who came to this world landed in Fabletown. There are those who scattered across the farthest corners of the earth, and there are those who simply preferred the Garden State to the Empire State, such as the Jersey Devil. Reports of its appearance have varied, although most accounts make mention of leathery wings, but an encounter with a certain axe of legend some years ago has temporarily rendered that feature absent. The woodsman's axe, perhaps? Once just a simple tool for felling trees, the axe became much more when it was ensorcelled by druids and marked with their ruins, but it truly became an object of legend when the woodsman used it to slice the big bad wolf from nape to neck in protection of the Little Red Riding Hood. It may carry old world charm, but its simplicity of design and quality workmanship make it an effective tool or weapon even today. The Butcher. Johann, I think is how they pronounce that. Johann, maybe it was Johann. His name is often said in the same breath as that of the baker and candlestick maker of Fabletown. And like those other tradesmen, Johann the Butcher's storefront has served Fabletown for ages. Fresh cuts, they sure didn't look very fresh up there. Fresh cuts, exotic meat, and even full sides of beef for the vigorous appetites of orcs and trolls. Oh, that makes sense. But Johann's business has fallen on hard times and fallen in with the wrong crowd. Crooked man involved, I suppose. As the quality of his products declined and his business turned into a front operation for the Crooked Man, some have started to wonder if they ever really knew Johann. Yeah, he kind of like Georgie. He was playing it off like he's the victim, but they're not accepting any of their responsibility for the fact that they did crimes also. Like, they feel like they were forced into those crimes. But there's one thing between having to make a bad decision and then straight up doing stuff that is harmful to other people. And that's where these two, I think, have been going too far, and why I have very little sympathy for these guys. One might think that Bluebeard donates funds to the Fabletown government for nefarious purposes, seeking special favors or to have a louder voice in government proceedings. But what he really wants is stability and strength, because as far as Bluebeard is concerned, Fabletown exists to insulate him from the Mundy world. As much of his money can be a sword, it can also serve as a shield. Yeah, I have to say that they really played Bluebeard off like he was going to be a villain, and they, you know, he's got a villainous kind of look to him. The way he talks and everything definitely gives off that vibe. But in the end, he does kind of feel like a businessman. So it's interesting, even in that one trailer, they made it look like he was trying to take over the town hall, but it's almost like either one, that was a misdirect to get me thinking that way, or two, some of the choices I have made have kept him from reaching that point. But I don't know. Interesting. The Crooked Lair headquarters. Occupying a desanctified church, this is just one of the many locations the Crooked Man's operation uses to run the Fabletown underworld. Its lounge atmosphere makes for a comfortable meeting place, unless you are an unwelcome guest. It is completely boarded up to the outside world, and the only way in is through one of the many portals marked by a door with the Crooked Man's Catherine wheel icon, scattered throughout the city and elsewhere. The Crooked Man, crime lord. The Crooked Man has slowly built himself into one of the most powerful figures in Fabletown. His operation started with a crooked sixpence and a crooked house, two things he cared about more than his wife or children, whom he killed rather than let them stand in the way. Oh my goodness. In his rise, the Crooked Man has ensnared many fables in his criminal web, providing them with what they need, but always at a high cost. He is cunning, persuasive, and ruthless. Tiny Tim. You know, when we saw Tiny Tim, I half expected to see Scrooge as the person that was like behind all this, but I was like, that's gonna seem kind of weird. While most fables theorize that their longevity and overall well-being is improved by the Mundy's world knowledge of them, for a select few, that does not seem to apply. When a malady or injury is an integral part of the fable story, that notoriety can make recovery nearly impossible. Oh, I wonder if that's why the ribbon thing, that was like part of her story, and there was like no one doing that. That's what Tiny Tim thinks, at least. And no medical care or magic, rather none that he can afford, can heal his leg. Oh, I mean, the Little Mermaid was able to get legs in place of her tail fin, so surely it could have, you know, fixed him up if he had the resources to do so. Vivian's story, the girl with the ribbon. Vivian was the very first to bear the curse of the purple ribbon. Removing the ribbon would result in death, and any attempt to talk about it was thwarted by the spell upon it. As time went on, she tried to live a normal life. Eventually, she married a nice man, but he was constantly wondering about the ribbon around her neck. Despite her pleas for him to leave it alone, one night while she was sleeping, he attempted to remove it. As he pulled on the edge of string, Vivian woke and saw what her husband was doing. In a panic, she pulled away, preventing the ribbon knot from being undone. Furious, she tried to express the severity of his action, but her husband was unable to understand. She realized then that she couldn't trust him and decided to leave. She lived alone for the rest of her days in the homeland, preferring the safety of isolation to the risk of another betrayal. I mean, yeah, if she can't explain the issue, that would seem really weird. That's so weird. Oh my gosh. What a terrible situation to be in. The Puddin' and Pie, Vivian and Georgie's place. Vivian and Georgie met during the exodus from the homelands, and they helped each other survive the long journey to the Mundy world. Upon their arrival, however, they found it hard to make a decent living. With what little money they had, they opened the Pudding and Pie. Operating a strip club may not have been the most desirable occupation, but they figured it was better to be in charge of a place like this than to be forced through desperation to work at one. Shepherd Metalworks. Let's see what's going on here. Of course it's an abandoned warehouse. That's always where the big, crooked guys perform their operations. You know, one thing I was just thinking too, it's wild that like every fable that we've encountered, with the exception of Snow White and maybe Toad, I feel like every fable we've come across is involved with the Crooked Man. Ichabod was... Let's take a look real quick. All right, looking at this, I don't think Snow is. I don't think the Woodsman was. Obviously, Beauty and the Beast were. Toad, I don't think Toad was. The monkey character here, I don't think was. Prince Lawrence, I think was his name. I don't think he was either. I think he was just down depressed and everything, but I don't think he was involved, but I mean, he took his own life anyways. These two, Holly and Grendel, I don't think they were. They had their bar that they've been running and they've been kind of keeping to themselves, and I don't think Bluebeard was. So I guess there were a lot more that maybe weren't. Now, I don't know about Jack. He's kind of like this wild card that's been like floating back and forth. Like you don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. They've been playing that off pretty well. These two, I don't think they were. The Doctor, we haven't had a lot of encounters with him. I'm gonna say no, just because he's continued to pull out like the silver bullets and stuff. I don't think he's an issue, and I guess that kind of covers everybody else. But I mean, there's a lot of, I'd say at least half. At least half of these Fabletown characters are all involved with the Crooked Man somehow. That's pretty nuts. Sorry, I was curious there all of a sudden. Let's see if we can look inside here.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Oh yeah. I thought I was gonna open the door and actually like check for something. Is there another entry? No. All right, let's do this. I'm wondering if that guy's gonna change into something big, or maybe Bloody Mary's just his muscle. Might be I don't even need to fight him because he'll just sick her on me. But if she's got a silver gun, I really don't know what we can do against that. Unless we can knock it away from her somehow. All right, this ought to be interesting. Examine the packages.
So this is where they've been sending these.
What's in it though? Open it. Open it. That's what we need to see. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Looking at that trailer, I got a feeling we're gonna end up in a fight against Bloody Mary here soon.
Big B Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf.
I love how they use font colors that are associated with the different characters. Have you noticed that? Like Bloody Mary, you think red, and her font is in red. I think Toad's is in green. I've noticed they've been doing that all along, and it's a cool little touch. Oh, we got some photos over here.
You used to be something.
Let's take a look at this. Okay, Huff and Puff. Okay, I don't see anything here that looks like suspicious, but where did they take this picture at? Because that almost looks like we're inside. No, we're outside of a building there. Yeah, okay.
They used to fear you.
That's cool how they did that.
They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
What is that? Can I pick any of this up? I might need it. I mean, I don't seem nervous yet. Of course, my character almost never seems nervous. I like that about him. Workbench. Looks like they're making silver bullets. Not good.
Silver.
Yeah.
The big bad wolf.
Watch for reflective surfaces. Yeah.
It's about time you showed up.
She's tough.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
He's so relaxed.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Cut. I'm talking to you. Hit her. Let's just do it.
Oh. Wow. What a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned.
I tried.
Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta watch out for reflective surfaces. I don't know what her limits are. Oh no. I'm on high alert, trying to figure out what keys I'm gonna have to push. My goodness. It's up there. One of us is gonna get knocked into that pot, aren't we? Oh. We'll keep going forward. Easy does it, Bigsby. Oh, come on, I tapped it. I totally tapped D. I was robbed on that hit. I hit it again. Oh, not that time.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Ooh. What is she? It's like a spider? Ugh, all that broken glass. Okay, I kind of don't want to fight this woman. Oh, that was close. Oh man. Can we melt that glass? Oh, we're full-blown wolf mode now. But we're hurting. Oh, that is wicked. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is nuts. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I didn't know I had a bigger mode. Oh my gosh! Crusher! Yee! Oh! Oh! She asked for it. Oh. Oh gosh. Feel like a big roar, maybe? Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, get that girl. Oh no, she's gonna jump to try to stab me. Did I do it in time? Goodness. Oh, that was amazing. Wow. I was like, how am I gonna beat all those? And then I went into Ultra Wolf mode. That was amazing looking. Are you worried yet there, buddy? Does he change into something too? Oh no, he's just standing there waiting.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Ooh. This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find
I almost
yourself
wonder if I
rolling on the
shouldn't
floor in
click.
agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things.
There might be another opportunity.
Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Don't be so sure you're dealing with me now. That's the plan.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that?
Why would you want... Tell me now.
I will have a trial.
Why would you want that?
Clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
I don't think they will.
Look, there's
Some
no reason
might.
for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance
Then what
to
are you?
explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
Right?
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Why is he still backing up?
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here, where this case is concerned?
It's about faith. It's about justice.
Do you really
It's
want
about
the
Fabletown.
truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
It's about
Because those
Fabletown.
are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
Right?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in. But you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we
Okay,
get
let's
going?
go. You're not going in.
Dawdle.
Yeah, we're going to take him.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure
I was like,
Miss
I don't
White
want to
would be
grab it.
pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want
Cuff
to keep
him.
you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
I wonder where I rank in percentage for, sparing him versus killing him. I told Snow White, I was going to spare him, bring him back alive, so unless it was not an option, I was going to do that.
I know, but we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, those two are back up and about now.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We
Don't
were
I look
worried
okay?
you'd run
I'm
into some
fine.
trouble.
He didn't make it
At
easy.
the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
Yeah.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that,
Man, I look bad.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now
Can I get
throw
a
this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you.
You gave
Miss
the
White.
order.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
He wasn't behind it. Don't worry about it.
Well, where
He
is he?
suffered.
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything.
Nope.
We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I was
I
told
don't-
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other
Let her finish.
charges?
Fine, go ahead.
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Fine.
Let's let him
Go right
speak.
ahead.
I'm
Wait,
curious what he has to say.
That's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but
Okay.
only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Yep.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal
And
possession and
kidnapping Crane.
sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
They gave me a little time to say anything there.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade.
The rest
We
is
know you're
enough.
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
Let him speak.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Well, we don't need to
This
take
is
the cuffs off.
ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you
jeez.
gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing
That's
to
not what
do
Georgie
with
said.
That's a
You're
fucking
full of it.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before
I'm
something like
not
this
gonna say
happened.
anything.
Maybe I should have kept an eye on him. But can you really blame me for what happened?
Of course we can. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions.
There's attacked.
was willing to
I wouldn't call that help.
What's he talking about?
I wouldn't call it help.
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them.
More like they're
You
scared.
understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man.
You better have a point. I think
just
you're
to save
done.
someone.
They didn't want to protect you.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right.
I couldn't
They
even
don't
see
do
what
it
it said up
because they
there.
want to protect you. You intimidate people.
Yep.
Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position.
Yeah.
You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
It's like a loan
yes,
shark.
but
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anybody. Don't turn this on. That was... I'm not going to say nothing.
We've had our problems and we've made mistakes, but we don't actively exploit people to serve our own ends.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed. Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree?
Snow isn't to blame. Don't try to manipulate us.
Why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow made a mistake.
I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I
We'll do
can't
better.
promise you perfection. No one can.
We did... Okay.
But I can
We'll
promise
do better.
to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help.
He took faith and belief from us. We're ending that.
And add it to his
He never
strength.
cared about any of you.
And if things didn't fall exactly
I'm going to
his
say
way,
he doesn't care.
someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Hopefully he doesn't have some posse about to show up here and try to wreak havoc.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
You can't talk your way out of this.
Snow?
What about your history?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, Crooked Man.
They don't give me
What do
enough
you mean
time.
there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Where are you going with this?
Of course.
Shut up. Yes, you're responsible.
Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was
I didn't do
beaten
anything.
to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's
Bluebeard did that.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
Oh, if I
That
throw a
was
broke...
different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
You're the
on
one
trial.
on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right
It's true.
before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you
Gosh.
won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
It's not true.
We'll
Calm
deal
down.
with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just saying dots.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Oh yeah, she can talk now.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath a little
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the
Go
middle
ahead.
of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up.
Yeah.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly
Vivian
irregular.
killed herself.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of
This
you.
confirms it,
The
and he's
only
going to pay
two
for it.
people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Unless
Good enough
she's
for me.
lying
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down,
as like
the
a form
witching
of
well.
revenge.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2
did
people's
you expect?
lives away
You're
and now
done
you want
talking.
mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
What did you expect to happen
Yeah,
here?
what did you
You're
expect?
getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
We
He's
don't-
guilty.
we don't
I
need to
know
kill
that,
him.
But we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get rid of him.
As long as you
Dangerous.
get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Snow should decide.
Who?
We should
I
vote.
hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
We're gonna let Snow
What do you
decide.
think this is?
Look, Snow
She's in
should
charge.
decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor.
But
so
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
I'm gonna imprison him.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay.
He won't be
Mr.
happy with
Wolf,
my results.
It's your call.
Snow,
Just Do what you think is right.
Will I get a chance to think?
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head off, lock him up, throw him down the well.
Right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Lock him up. Not even
Everyone,
a slight doubt in my mind. I wasn't ready.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Lock him up. Nice try, buddy.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes.
Yep.
There's a way.
All right, do it.
I mean, he doesn't really have any resources available to him now, so... Okay. This choice is blank, this choice is blank. What?
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Don't forget this the next time your deputy mayor gets an itch to destroy my worldly possessions.
Hey, Sheriff.
Why are all these blank? I'll just keep picking the top right. What happened? Is that normal?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Wait, what just happened? Did the game just mess up? I hope the game didn't just like totally mess up on me here. One day later, okay. I don't know if I missed something important there or not. But I think something glitched and it actually threw me back earlier to an earlier point. Okay, this looks like maybe where it's supposed to be.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Ooh.
Let's just call it even.
Is that Toad?
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Wow, everybody's in line. Everybody's in line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Everything okay? Can we talk? Thanks.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Okay.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
He's like, I brought the beer. It's random. Yellow Brick Roadhouse. Yellow Brick Roadhouse.
I'm going. Jesus.
Oh.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
How you doing? Don't be so dramatic.
Just go grab that, would you?
How about I tried?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me.
Probably that bug.
She said she liked that one
she
the
liked.
best.
Yep.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one.
That's nice.
They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches.
She'll love it.
Squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
I'm sorry. You'll be
Well,
safer
we
there.
don't have a choice anymore.
You'll be
Don't
safer.
worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
It's true.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Must be missing. How should I know? I'm gonna say how should he know?
How should I know?
I got a feeling Colin's
Saying
gonna get
goodbye?
sent at some point. She's still wearing the ribbon? She might even be a little nervous to take it off.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be
You need to
able
let it go. I understand.
It's just...
I'm just gonna say I understand.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were trying to protect them.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Tell them more. Let's touch her arm. Maybe. Did she not like that?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club,
Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Oh, man.
So Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
She lied.
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth?
What's done is done.
It was true
You shouldn't have
enough.
lied. You shouldn't have lied.
You think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Oh.
I walked her over
That piece
here,
of fabric.
and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could
So I
at
would
least
notice.
save the rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about
I'm
us.
sorry you had to do that. That's not true.
Not really.
It won't happen anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other.
Snow doesn't need me.
And look
No
out
one's
for
ever.
us.
I don't know
You don't
where we
see
stand.
that a lot these days.
I'll just say dots.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep.
I made a lot of mistakes.
I knew
I hope I've done
if
some
anyone
good.
stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good.
I couldn't read what that last one was.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Well, it's nice to finally figure out how all that started.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I was expecting that line.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Go after her, let her go. Is that Faith? Go after her.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Wow. What an ending. Okay, so most people killed Georgie. They didn't just let him, leave him like I did. Did you give the crooked man a trial? Most people brought him to trial. How did you punish him? You and 47% chose to imprison him, so half of us did that. Did you accept TJ's gift? 1.5 people did not. If I do my little jerk playthrough, I'm going to try to be as mean as possible. I guess that would be part of that 1.5 where you're just trying to be mean. What were your last words to Nerissa? I hope I've done some good. I couldn't read fast enough what was in that bottom left-hand corner, because it's weird when you're trying to read those and listen to what's being said at the same time, and there's a timer. So it's like, and they give you so little time, but looks like most people went that route as well. Wow, there we go. I think that's the end. Special stats. Okay, well, let's check this out. Beast, you lied to him about seeing Beauty. Yeah, Beauty, you promised. Okay, you impressed her with your detective skills. Bluebeard, you fought him after the interrogation. Butcher, you advised him to leave town. You gave him a drink when he asked for one. You helped him avoid the farm. You took him to the witching well. You imprisoned him. You gave her money after the fight. You left him to die. You smashed up his place. I did smash up his place. I tried not to, but I did. It makes me wonder, it's like, can you get through this without anybody dying? I don't know how that could happen though. You kicked in her door, you drank with Grin, you made a deal with him, you went to his place first. Yep, I remember that. I did try to take off her ribbon. I should have asked. You brought her along with you to the trip trap, you showed her Crane's photograph, you promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive. I did all that. You chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle. You stood up for him when Snow wanted him sent to the farm. You chose to arrest him at the Trip Trap bar. Anything else? Nope. That's it. Wow. Graphic novels. So there's actually like a comic book thing here. I might have to look into that. That was pretty interesting. Well, there we go. Wow, what an experience. Again, this game was gifted to me by somebody in the community. Said, hey, play this game. I think you're going to love it. And this was fantastic. In fact, that person even has recently gifted me the Walking Dead series, the whole thing. Gifted it to me. Now, I don't expect to get to that game soon. I got a lot of other playthroughs I'm already working on. It sounds like that's a really big game, but that will be coming at some point down the road. I used to watch the Walking Dead series on TV. It was pretty good. But wow, what did I think of this game? I think one thing that did kind of... Okay, first the things that I didn't like. Couple things I didn't like, I explained there, I think it was in the last part, where somebody will be going one direction and then all of a sudden completely switch directions on the way they speak to you. It's like they've forgotten about things that have happened previously. There's just a couple spots like that. Another thing I didn't like is at the very beginning, they're continually giving you these choices and options to pick people that you think might have been the problem, almost leading you on thinking that you could have actually solved who might be the issue early, like the clues you're finding are going to make a difference. But in the end, it feels like none of that was really relevant. So that kind of took away a little bit. That didn't hit me till about halfway through the game, and that's when I realized I was like, oh, okay. I would say probably the coolest part of the whole thing was definitely the fight against Bloody Mary. That was pretty amazing, super creepy. And when I went in, I didn't know I had a bigger wolf mode. When the bigger wolf mode kicked in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm huge. That was amazing. But it was definitely a fantastic experience. I've never played a game like this before, and at least until The Walking Dead, I may never again. It is fantastic. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I loved getting to hear all the feedback and stuff you guys left in the comments. But that's it for this playthrough. Until next time, continue to be safe out there. I'll see you on the next one.